What is going on, guys? Legend here back with another video. Today I am super excited to be announcing the newest update coming to the game is really close by. It's just around the corner. And today I'm going to go through everything I know and I'm allowed to tell you about this new update, and I'm going to explain it and just go over it for you guys. Now I have a little bit of gameplay looping in the background of the newest fighter, Night Terror, that's been revealed. And I'm just going to leave that there while I go through the update, just for something, just for you guys to look at. Before we start, a huge shout out to my two sponsors, or my two patrons, I guess, members, channel members, that's what it's called. BRYCEGHOST and Seth is here. Super glad you guys are supporting me. Thank you so much. If you want to join them for a bunch of perks and rewards, like I've got a new members only video about the best moves to use for each fighter going up later today. If you want to join the channel, go ahead and check out the link in the pinned comment, and I hope to see you there. Okay, into the changes. The first change is there is a whole new fighter coming. Fukua is being added to the game, and I'm super excited about that. As her general gameplay plan, she'll be a mid-range character who uses projectiles and shadow clones to harass her opponent. Her special ability is going to be Sanguine Shadow, which means her health bar is completely red at all times. She has 100% scratch damage at all times, so she can regenerate whatever she wants for health, the entire bar if she needs to. And she does this because she's actually going to drain her own health when she creates shadow clones through her moves. She's going to launch with 11 variants. 2 bronzes, Rough Copy Infernal Twin, 3 silvers, Chameleon Twist, Soul Sister, and Rain Shadow, 4 golds, Feathered Edges, Vaporwave Vixen, Night Terror, and one we do not know yet, and 2 diamonds, which we do not know yet either. When she's released, she will also come with a competitive variant for PvP. If you have at least one Fukua unlocked, you'll be able to use her in PvP. Your collection size will increase by 50 automatically for fighters and 100 for moves, which is great. That's free. And on release, you will actually not be able to get her in any relics you have been saving so far, but do not open them just quite yet, because if you want to save them for the next update, this is 4.2. So if you save them for 4.3, you will actually be able to get her in all standard relics. So go ahead and keep saving those if you are saving them for her now. Although you will not be able to get her on this relic or on this update's release. However, you will be able to get her in special relics called Doppelganger relics, which are her character-specific relics, and also boosted Premier relics and boosted what are they called? Or clone, not boosted. Clone Jackpot relics and clone Premier relics. These will be available in the store and in special offers for a bit more than you usually pay for these types of relics, and they will have a higher chance of including Fukua as the fighters. So that's what you're going to be looking for, and there will be no prize fight for her until 4.3. Beyond that, her daily event will launch with this update called A Clone with My Thoughts. That'll be a Thursday event. Sorry guys, I am a bit sick at the moment. But it'll be a Thursday event. There are 2 new modifiers I am super excited about. Modifiers. Miasma is super great buff. While you're near your opponent, you're going to drain 1% of their health and 1% of their blockbuster meter. Sort of like Bioexorcist's special ability, but it's also for blockbuster meter. This is going to be absolutely really insanely good, I think, because it'll help whittle down your opponent, heal you, gain your meter, and also drain theirs. So that's going to be amazing. As for the next one, it's a debuff called Fatigue, and while Fatigue is active, the opponent will have their special moves and tag in timers reduced, or not reduced. Their cooldown will slow even more. So they will cool down and recharge their special moves and tag-ins even slower than normal. And when the fatigue expires, it'll have a 50% chance to stun them, which is just going to be very annoying to deal with. And that's going to be a great debuff to apply, but it's going to be very frustrating if you're fighting it, because being stunned is obviously very difficult to deal with in this game. And there's going to be a new stage added called Nightmare Crest that'll be available to play on, and it actually looks very good. Next, we're getting into a huge change to the way you collect fighters, and that's going to be shiny fighters. Now, if you're used to this from Pokemon, if you've played Pokemon, this is going to be very similar. Basically, whenever you get a fighter, you will not be able to tell in any regards before you get that fighter, but as soon as you unlock them, you will be able to tell if there's a shiny. And they will not look any different like Pokemon, but they will have sparkles around their names and around the fighter themselves. and they'll look slightly different on their profiles and stuff, with the sparkles and everything. And it really has no combat benefits, again, as similar to Pokemon. However, they're very rare, and they actually do have a use in the way you upgrade them. Shiny fighters actually require half of the amount of XP to level up, so they're very, very easy to train compared to normal fighters, and also they only require half the amount of resources, like Canopy Coins, Skill Points, and Theonite, to upgrade their skill trees and Marquee abilities, which is very, very, very helpful. So if you end up receiving one of these fighters, do not sacrifice it whatsoever. But if you do think, this is redundant and kind of pointless because, like, say you get a shiny Harlequin and you already have a shiny Harlequin, or you already have a normal Harlequin that you've upgraded, and you don't want to upgrade your shiny now, there's actually a remedy for that, and that is that you can sacrifice your shiny Harlequin and transfer the shine to the primary one that you use. And you cannot transfer it between variants, so you can't transfer it from a Harlequin to a Brain Freeze or anything, but you can transfer it between the exact same variant of the same fighter, and then take advantage of it on the one that you have already invested time into, which is very, very good. I'm glad they added that change. And you transfer that through any sort of sacrifice, like evolution or just sacrificing for XP. So this is going to be very, very, very good change. I'm really excited for this. It'll also add another level of collectability to the game because they're going to be so rare. There's a new way to support Skullgirls Mobile coming to the game called the Viewing Parlor, which is basically just going to be an optional ad. Every once in a while, you'll be able to watch an ad if you want to. They won't shove it in your face after battles or anything, thankfully, but they will. It will be its own little button on the home screen on the Skullgirls home screen, that you can select for an ad, and then you will receive some random rewards for it that have a chance of being some rare stuff, but most of the time it will be regular rewards. The main purpose of this is just to give you a way that's free for you to support the game, because a lot of people have asked for them to add another way to support the game besides in-app purchases. So I definitely suggest you check that out, because it's going to be very important and helpful to supporting the Skullgirls dev team. Besides that, there are actually some AI improvements, like throw tech changes. Whoa, I stumbled on my words. Throw tech changes. And that's basically that the AI is going to be smarter now when being thrown. So you're no longer going to be able to get the big, long throw chains that you used to be able to do on them, where you would just abuse them and throw them over and over again. They will learn a lot quicker now, especially if you are spamming their block with a lot of hits and grabs. They will break out a lot easier. Now the AI will also be less likely to tag out if they have a lot of buffs, so GI Jazz will no longer ruin his whole purpose by tagging out once you activate his ability, and stuff like that. And they will also be more likely to tag out if they have a lot of debuffs, so they'll be a bit smarter about that. The AI will also use blockbusters and special moves a lot more often, not just in combos, so they're going to be smarter about that as well. A few little changes that are coming. Sorry, I'm losing my voice in this one video, guys. I'm sorry, I'm a bit sick. Besides that, a few more changes. Double Evergreen Evil and Peacock Mean One are going to be added to all standard relics. Fukua's Sleeping Powder Catalyst, which I'll go over in a second, is coming to the Cabinet of Curiosities. Fukua moves are coming at a boosted price, but they will also be more likely to appear. Fukua skill points have been added, and Parasol Shadow Ops has had her price reduced. Fukua offers, like in-game offers for Theonite and money, real money, will be available on release, and they've also added some new offers for that. Gifts and gold gifts have their chances of dropping XP boosters reduced, so go ahead and open up all of yours before this update drops, if you're saving any, to try to get the most amount of boosters that you can. And now, last change here is going to be the Sleeping Powder Catalyst, which is a Fukua-specific catalyst, and it's going to say that Fukua has a 5% chance to inflict fatigue for 15 seconds when hit below 50% health. So when she's hit below 50%, chance to inflict the fatigue, and at max level, the fatigue will only last for 5 seconds. Now, you may think that like a shorter duration is worse, because like the way you upgrade the catalyst, the duration will get shorter for the fatigue every time. So you may think that that's actually worse, but for in her case, it's going to be very good because fatigue has a chance to inflict stun when it expires, so quicker it expires, the more stun chances you have. Besides that, there's just a lot of regular combat changes, changes to specific characters, changes to modifiers, match changes, UI, versus localization and text changes, and just some general stuff like that. Last note, I'm not going to go over all that because there's a lot of those, and really most of them don't matter much at all. So if you really want to know all of those, you can check out the update notes on the forum and read through that for yourself, but I'm not going to go through them because it would just take too long and they're a bit pointless. The last note they leave is that the update might be a little bit delayed due to COVID-19 pandemic, so bear with them. I'm sure it will come soon, and I hope it is a good update. Well, okay, I know it's going to be a good update just from what I've gone through so far, so yeah, very excited about that. Besides that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will be dropping a lot of more Fukua-related content soon, and if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe and comment down below. If you want to join my channel memberships for a lot of perks, including being able to request specific videos you want me to make, go ahead and check out the link. I will leave it in the pinned comment down below if you want to join channel memberships. I would appreciate that a lot for the support. Thank you guys so much. I will catch you guys again soon. Love you guys. Peace.